Hello everyone, welcome back. What we're doing today is talking about 5 ways to distract yourself when you're anxious or upset. If you're new to my channel, welcome. What we do on this channel is we're talking about mental health issues, chronic pain, simple meals you can do to cope with these illnesses. I am a former mental health therapist, and if you want to know more about why it's former, check out my video on therapist struggle too. I think that's what I called it. But anyway, let's get started. So distraction techniques. You want to use your 5 senses. First one, of course, sight. So there is this technique called grounding. This is helpful when perhaps you're dealing with a situation like a panic attack, or if you're having like some dissociation, which I talked about it in one of my videos. I'm trying to think which one it was, but if I can find it, I'll like put it in the information, either on this part, like what you want to do is count like objects in the room, like you're on the wall. If you're like maybe around people, you might want to count the number of people that have on jewelry, or just different things like that. So counting, also using movies, TV. Now, in order to use these to really distract yourself, you need something to go with that you know is gonna distract you. Like, for instance, for me, it's usually action-packed movies that will really like engross me and kind of, leave me in I can go into a different space in my mind. Also, sometimes I'll use like comedy. I really like The Simpsons, but you have to figure out what it is that you like. And also another thing is having an interesting novel to read. Everybody has their favorite author, and if you don't, this is the time to find one. I'm trying to read a little bit more. Right now I'm reading this book on how to read faster. So a lot of times I'll do like self-help books. That's what I'll be reading. So another thing, another distraction technique is, another senses I should say, is touch. So using your favorite lotion, like I really like Bath and Body Works, but it doesn't have to be Bath and Body Works. It can be just some fragrance that kind of comforts you. I like the warm vanilla sugar. That's one of my favorites. And just feeling it, like caressing it on your hands, just really trying to focus on what it feels like as you touch your skin, like exactly what it feels like. And that's a way to also ground yourself in dealing with anxious situations. Another thing is, some people will carry around like maybe like a small toy, maybe like a little furry teddy bear. There's ones I've seen on Amazon. If I can find it, then I'll link it on my website, as long as I can remember. And that's one thing. I do have fibromyalgia and depression, and if you know about fibromyalgia and depression, it causes you to have difficulty concentrating and remembering things. That's why they call it fibro fog. So I have my moments like that. Now another thing is using your ears. So hearing. Another way to distract yourself is by listening to audiobooks. I really enjoy that because sometimes I don't feel like reading. Now YouTube does have some audiobooks on there. Like some people have downloaded some books, which, that's their choice. But yeah, if you type in like your favorite author, like a lot of times there'll be a actual audiobook on YouTube. So that's another choice. Listening to upbeat music. I like to have like a playlist of songs ready to go that are like cheer me up songs, like, you know, the oh, what's his name, anyway, the one that's because I'm happy, da 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 da. Oh goodness, I can't believe I can't remember. Anyway, the song Happy. So that's one thing. Listening to podcasts. I was listening some to Dr. Phil. And the next thing is smell, using your nose, which is back to like the lotion. You can not only like focus on the touch of your skin, you can also smell the lotion, or if you have like a favorite fragrance. Like my favorite fragrance right now is Kate Spade. It's by well, obviously it's by Kate Spade, but it's called in Full Bloom, I believe. So that's one thing. Also lighting a candle. Like I said, my favorite candles are from Bath and Body Works, but you can find some other candles too. Yankee Candle is another good one, and you can find some like from Marshall's. The Yankee Candle I've seen at Marshall's. So that's a good way to kind of not have to spend quite as much money. It's going to Marshall's, or I'm not sure if TJ Maxx has it, but I know they're connected. So yeah, so Yankee Candle, that's one of them. One of my favorite candles, I like anything that's kind of a rose smell to it. It kind of depends on the season, because like right now we're going into the fall, so they'll have like the sweet pumpkin and different fragrances, kind of a warm smell. I really like the cookies, you know, that they'll have this bakery smell. I can't remember what the candles are called, the one that has that scent, but you know, if you check out Bath and Body Works, you'll find something that you love, because they have like so many candles, it's ridiculous. Let's see, what else did I come up with? Okay, next thing is taste. So I forgot to mention this. When you're using your sense of smell, you can use like actually baking some cookies. Just go to the store, buy that refrigerated cookie, put it in the oven. The little tip to it, little cooking tip, you don't want to cook it for as long as they say to cook it. You want to just leave it a little bit on the uncooked side. I mean, you want to cook it a little bit to melt it down, but don't cook it all the way, or they'll be really hard, the cookies. But anyway, that's just a little tip if you want soft cookies. And taste. So it's time to eat those cookies. Don't eat too many, but you know, just a few. And really focus on each bite. You know, focus on what it tastes. You know, one of my favorite cookies, I would say, is chocolate chip. So maybe focus on the chocolate in your mouth and the soothing and all like that. Just now my dog barked, so it kind of distracted me for a second. If you don't know, I have a Maltese. Her name is Ginger. Ginger Cookie Rose. By the way, I have started a new channel for Ginger. I've just started it, so there's only one video up on it. It's when she was a puppy and we were bringing her home. So if you want to check it out, go check it out. I'll link what the channel is called in the description on the page. So anyway, next thing, make yourself some coffee or tea, something that is soothing also. So yeah, I like coffee. That's more my preference, but some people really like tea. I just feeling the warmness of the mug in your hand and tasting, but don't you know, don't heat it up too much or else your tongue will get burnt. I don't know why I thought about that just now, but I did. I was like, you know. But anyway, I have a hard time focusing. It's just ridiculous. But, you know, you do the best you can. Okay, another thing is have some candy in your purse or your book bag or, you know, your coat jacket or something like that if you're a guy or, you know. Anyway, have some candy or chewing gum. That also is a good way to distract yourself. Yeah. The main ones that I like to keep, let's see, I'll keep some peppermints, Mentos. Those are a really good one because you can, you know, suck on it, but you can also chew it. And if you're in like a meeting or something, it's not going to make a lot of noise. So, you know, that's another idea. Let's see, do we have anything else? Another thing you can do is with the candies is find, if you like sour candy, is to keep some sour candy in your bag. And the more sour it is, the more it will like get you out of your state of mind, kind of, or that's not the right word. You know what I'm saying? Like the, I don't know. I can't think of what I'm trying to say, but yeah, that's another way you can deal with it. Or if you like really hot candy, you know those well, the Red Hots aren't that hot, but you know, some type of really spicy candy, that's another way you can deal with it. Okay, well, I think that's it for today. Yeah, hopefully you enjoyed this video, and if you did, don't forget to hit that like button, and if you haven't already, don't forget to subscribe and to share this video with others as well. Okay, I'll talk to you all later next week, hopefully, as long as I'm feeling okay. And yeah, bye.